Good morning, class. Good morning, teacher. My name is Javier Alemán,
Good morning, class. My name is Kimberly Cuello.
My name is Enrique Vanegas.
My name is Ludwin Aguilar.
My name is Enrique Warren.
and we're going to talk about study tips. First of all, we're going to talk about alternate study spaces. Have it happened to you that sometimes you take all the information in a long period, like 2 hours, 3 hours, without making spaces or stops? Uh-huh.
So we need to alternate the spaces that we study, meaning that in this way, like we study like one topic in our room, then we study another topic in the park or like there's something like that, and then that way we are going to visualize our studies according to the places that we were
Yes.
studying.
According to the New York Times, memory is colored by location, and changing your study locations might help you understand better for the day of the exam.
Well, as my partner just said, we might be accustomed to take a content and study it, like sit down and 2 hours of reading and studying until you memorize it. But that is not a way of studying. That is not correct because it's not healthy and it will not help you to study very well.
Also, something very important to add is that it's recommended that you have to study like, okay, you see a topic one day. That day you study like 30 minutes, so every day you study 30 minutes, and it's actually certified that the brain learns better if you study only 30 minutes a day. Also, if you have like you have a lot to study, it is not recommendable to leave it all for one night. Like you have a biology test, you only study one night, it won't help you at all. You won't learn as well as if you study 30 minutes a day. That's improved.
Okay. Now, study in homework groups. Why it is important to make studying in homework groups? When you study with other persons, it is better for you because you can share your ideas and know the knowledge of the others. So you can have a mix of your knowledge with the knowledge of your friends.
Remember that always, uh, if we as a group we get together to study, maybe Javier have some ideas that we all don't get, or Kimberly know everything. So it's good to share ideas. That will help you a better understanding.
Yeah, we can always know something new from my friend, my mate, my
My colleague.
my colleague. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, like a point to something to point out is that when you study in groups, it is better because, like, okay, Javier has a doubt, and I have it too. But in the case of Enrique, he understands it better than maybe he does or what I do, and it's like we all learn at the same time because it's a new way to see it. Maybe you know it, but in a way that it's like literal, like it's too complicated or too specific. But he knows it in a way more more structured, like better to understand, not so no too scientific to say like that.
Okay.
Studying in groups is better because many heads working together are better than an only head working together.
Okay. When you already have studied in group, you can make your own flashcards by making the main points, and like that you can have only the main points, and from the main points you can have a better long information. Instead of reading everything again or studying everything again, you can make your flashcard with the main points, and like that you can be prepared for the most important.
And you can read your flashcards, read them in your free times when you're going to back home in the bus or when you're just like laying down in the bed or something like that. And it's not going to take you that a lot of time. And it's just something that you're going to reread. And while you're rereading it, it's going to get into your brain.
Your flashcards will make you think of what you learned in class, will make you remember what you saw in class. They are like glue words or glue things that you will remember from that specific topic and that will help you for study.
And remember that by writing notes and definitions more than once, That will help you like imprint your information in your brain.
Also, something very important that two things. One, avoid underlining and using the marker to mark important things because it is actually certified that if you do that in like a book or like a notepad,
That will make you confused.
it confuses you and you don't learn as better. And also use colors. Colors can make you they can help you so you remember like, okay, I saw this, it was in blue, and you remember the idea that you had because you wrote it in blue in the flashcards. It's way better using a flashcard than underlining in a book.
Okay. After you make your flashcards, you are prepared to make a test. You can make a test to your friend, you can make your own test as an evaluation before taking a test or taking a practice. It is better like that. You can have an idea of what your teacher or every other person can ask you, for example, in a test.
It can also prepare you for controlling our nerves. Like when we are just about to take the test, we feel like, oh my God, what if I don't remember something, or what if that will get the wrong answer? So we feel nervous. So making tests before the real test will make you prepare yourself to have the test and to be more relaxed in that way.
Okay.
Taking a test is evaluating yourself. That will make you know how much knowledge you have of a specific topic. And if you evaluate yourself, you will find the points that you have to study more.
Also, it is very important to note out that taking a pre-test, like something that it's not necessarily like a test that already values your score, it's way better to do that before doing the original test because it actually helps you to see like, okay, I get stressed when I get asked this question or this topic. So you study it more, you analyze it more, and then when you do it in the right exam, you don't get as nervous. You remember, oh, I did this and did that, and this is like that. That's way better.
Okay.
Remember that before a test, the night before a test, you need to get sleep, the most time of sleeping, because that will help you concentrate better. I don't know, sleeping is like when your body rests, and when you rest, you can do activities, you can concentrate better, you can remember better things. So get a well sleep.
It's recommended 8 to 10 hours of sleep.
And why it is important? Because it is not good or relaxing to be in a test and trying to sleep. So you have to be very relaxed, very concentrated on your test, not thinking that you have to sleep after the test. And like that, your memory is also going to be fresh, not irritated by the night before.
Also eat before an exam. That's very important. Being hungry actually makes you like unfocused, as if you were sleepy, it's the same as you were hungry. So eat well and rest well.
Has it happened to you that you got 20 in a test and you feel like, I'm not good at this? The thing is that you have to be more positive and think that you can make it better in every test. If you follow these steps and try to be better every time, perfectioning that your method of studying and of learning, you're going to have better grades, and like that you will make a better
score, a better understanding, and a better management of your time and of what you know.
And remember that everyone in specific got like the way of studying. Maybe for Javier, studying in peers is the best way, the better way. So maybe for another ones could be memorizing. So everyone have their own skill of studying. So you need to be careful. Yeah.
And also
So
remember,
you need to find your strategy, which type of strategy you use it better, so you can focus the most, and you can find a way of studying better, so there's no problem for you before the test.
also remember, a note doesn't makes you. You make the note. In other words, if you get a low score, it doesn't mean that you are not like a good student. It only means that you maybe got nervous or you forgot what you were to say. But don't feel bad if you get a bad note. It doesn't define you.
Okay, to finish, we can say that I'm going to give you an example how I study. Every day I read and try to memorize what I have done in the day, and like that is like an extra tip for studying. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.